I've discovered that individuals will fail to remember what you said. Individuals will fail to remember what you did. Yet individuals will always remember how you affected them. In the event that you could do without something, change it. In the event that you can't transform it, change your demeanor. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. I can be changed by what befalls me, yet I won't be decreased by it. Achievement is enjoying yourself, loving what you do, and preferring how you make it happen. We as a whole ought to realize that variety makes for a rich embroidery, and we should comprehend that every one of the strings of the woven artwork are equivalent in esteem regardless of their variety. You are the entirety of all that you've at any point seen, heard, eaten, smelled, been told, neglected. It's by and large present. Everything impacts every one of us, and on account of that I attempt to ensure that my encounters are positive. Love perceives no hindrances, it bounces obstacles, jumps walls, infiltrates walls to show up at its objective confident. Fortitude is the most significant of the multitude of ideals on the grounds that without boldness you can't rehearse some other, uprightness reliably. We might experience many losses, however we should not be crushed. Bias is a weight that befuddles the past, compromises the future, and renders the present difficult to reach. The craving to try the impossible is aggressive. The longing to arrive at hearts is shrewd. It's perhaps the best gift you can give yourself, to excuse, pardon everyone. My basic purpose for existing isn't just to get by, however to flourish, and to do as such with some energy, some empathy, some humor, and some style. You may not control every one of the occasions that happen to you, yet you can choose not to be decreased by them. I have little to no faith in individuals who don't cherish themselves and tell me, "I love you." There is an African saying, which is, "Be cautious, and an exposed individual offers you a shirt." Assuming that you track down it in your heart to really focus on another person, you will have succeeded. In the event that you have just a single grin in you, give it to your loved ones. In all actuality, nobody of us can be free until everyone is free. I really buckle down, and I play extremely hard. I'm appreciative forever. Furthermore, I live it. I accept life adores its liver. I live it. Only you are sufficient. You don't have anything to demonstrate to anyone. A shrewd lady wishes to be nobody's foe. A savvy lady won't be anybody's casualty. The throb for home lives in each one of us, the protected spot where we can go as we are and not be addressed. It's the ideal opportunity for guardians to show youngsters right off the bat that in variety there is excellence and there is strength. My extraordinary expectation is to giggle however much I cry, to finish my work and attempt to cherish someone and dare to acknowledge the adoration consequently. We can figure out how to see one another and see ourselves in one another and perceive that people are more similar than we are unalike. Assuming that you're continuously attempting to be ordinary, you won't ever realize how astounding you can be. Harshness is like malignant growth. It eats up on the host. Be that as it may, outrage is like fire. It consumes everything clean. We really want euphoria as we want air. We really want love as we really want water. We want each other as we want the earth we share. I've discovered that earning enough to pay the rent isn't exactly the same thing as making a day-to-day existence. You can't pardon without adoring. Furthermore, I don't mean nostalgia. I don't mean mush. I mean daring to stand up and say, I excuse. I'm done with it. While I know myself as a creation of God, I am also obligated to realize and remember that everyone else and everything else are also God's creation. All that in the universe has a cadence, everything moves. We go through valuable hours dreading the unavoidable. It really should utilize that time loving our families, valuing our companions, and carrying on with our lives. A pioneer sees significance in others. He nor she can be a very remarkable pioneer in the event that all she sees is herself. Every individual merits a day away in which no issues are defied, no arrangements looked for. I don't have the foggiest idea what's in store, yet I really do realize that I will be good and not awake and feeling frantic. There's a significant improvement among truth and realities. Realities can cloud reality. At the point when we find somebody who is courageous, fun, clever, and adoring, we need to thank the universe. The plague of prejudice is tricky, occurring into us as easily and unobtrusively and imperceptibly as drifting airborne organisms go into our bodies to track down deep-rooted bian, our circulation systems. Surviving is important. Thriving is elegant. To be let be on the tightrope of young unconscious is to encounter the unbearable excellence of full opportunity and the danger of everlasting hesitation. The confined bird sings with an unfortunate quaver of things obscure yet yearn for still, and his tune is heard on the far-off slope, for the confined bird sings of opportunity. Assuming you will hold somebody down, you must hang on by the opposite finish of the chain. You are bound by your own constraint. We permit our obliviousness to sway us and make us figure it can endure alone in patches, alone in gatherings, alone in races, even alone in sexes. I believe that the most important single thing, beyond discipline and creativity, is daring to dare. At 15, life had shown me irrefutably that acquiescence in its place was all around as decent as opposition, particularly if one had no way out. I have a child who is my heart, a magnificent young fellow, trying and cherishing major areas of strength for mankind. The affection for the family, the adoration for the individual, it mends the scars left by a bigger society, an enormous, strong society. Without boldness, we can't rehearse some other righteousness. With consistency, we can't be thoughtful, valid, lenient, liberal, or genuine. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back. There is a world of difference between truth and facts. Facts can obscure the truth. My life has been one extraordinary large joke, a dance that has strolled a melody, that has spoke. I chuckle so hard I nearly gag. When I contemplate myself,